Hey guys, welcome back. I'm gonna do my UFC 310 prediction and breakdown video, basically to see which ones I got right, which ones I got wrong, and basically kind of explain how the fights went down a little bit, and maybe how I think they could have done differently, or you know what I mean. We'll just discuss basically how they went down. So let's get into it. So first fight we predicted was Kennedy, and still can't say the other guy's name. I ain't gonna lie with you. But we actually predicted this very accurately. We predicted round 1 KO, or, knockout, I think I said. And that's exactly what happened. He hit him with a clean hook and put him down and stopped the fight. You know what I mean? So we got that right. We're 1-0 so far, and there's not really a whole lot to say about this one because we just predicted it just how it went, and it was a pretty clean finish. And next up we had Clay Guida and Chase Hooper. And we predicted this one accurately as hell. I said there'd be probably round 1 submission by Chase Hooper, and that's exactly what happened. Clay Guida didn't do nothing impressive, and it was just a pretty dominant win by Chase Hooper. Okay, and this one we didn't do as well. I predicted that Cody Durden would just win, and he got his ass beat for 15 minutes straight. Safe to say he very much lost that, and pretty much let me down, but it was a good fight. Cody Durden's tough. He stayed in there and held out as long as he could, and he still got my respect. But yeah, we're 2 for 3 now. And this one we also took a L on. Predicted Chris Weidman to win, and he got finished in late round 2. And Eric Anders did pretty well, and he impressed me. And I didn't think Chris Weidman was going to finish him. I just thought maybe he'd win by decision, but he didn't. He lost by finish. So get on to the next one. And then we had Randy Brown and Brian Battle. We predicted that Brian Battle would win, not by necessarily anything, but just win in general, and we got that one. And it was a pretty good fight. It was pretty back and forth, but Brian Battle took it pretty comfortably, so we got that one. All right, and the next we had Movsar Evloev versus Aljamain Sterling. Evloev, we predicted Sterling to win, either just win or by submission. And they gave it to Movsar. They gave Movsar the decision, which I didn't really agree with. I thought Aljamain did enough to deserve the win, but control time, takedowns, all the shit. You know what I mean? But it was an okay fight. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Me and a few buddies had sat down and watched it, and I thought it was a pretty good fight. But I thought Sterling won it, but he didn't. He lost by decision, so we took an L on that one. All right, next we had Vincent Luque and Themba Gorimbo. I can't say his name. But we predicted Vincent Luque to win, and I didn't really necessarily have any special way of him winning, just winning in general. And we took a W on this one. He submitted him in 52 seconds the very first round, which is fucking insane. I knew, or I had a buddy saying that he thought Gorimbo was going to get the finish, and but anyway, Vincent Luque ended up getting the first round submission, and I actually didn't get the chance to watch this one. I went outside while this fight happened, and of course, you see it ended in 52 seconds, so didn't really have much time to catch the ass end of it or nothing, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, we took the W on this one, and we'll add it to the score. All right, and next we had Dominic Reyes and Anthony Smith, and we predicted this one we nailed it on the head with this prediction. I said, you know what I mean, it had been a bad night for Anthony Smith fans, and that was true. Dominic Reyes beat the shit out of him, and then finished him late round 2, like we said that he would. I thought maybe he would do it like round 1, but I also said he may do it round 2, and that's what happened. He beat him to a pulp, and it was pretty fun to watch. But impressive performance by Dominic Reyes. He's on a 2-fight knockout streak right now. He just beat Dustin Jacoby, and then now he just beat Anthony Smith, and it was impressive. But we took a W on that one. So, and next we had Bryce Mitchell and Kron Gracie. And let me just tell you, if you didn't see the highlights of this fight or the clip or the fight itself, then I feel bad for you, because it started off as kind of a snooze fest, you know what I mean, like a wrestling match back and forth like most people thought it was going to. Kron Gracie kept doing this thing where he would try to pull guard on Bryce Mitchell, basically just jump on him and pull him down to pull guard, you know, because he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu like master or whatever the fuck. And Bryce Mitchell, on the third time that Kron Gracie tried to do it, Bryce Mitchell knew what he was trying to get at, and he slammed him with a forearm right on the chin, and then landed 2 more brutal ass elbows to the face, and knocked him out 39 seconds into round 3. And it was it was a fun watch because I don't know if you watched last video, I said that I would love to see him get a finish, but I didn't see it was going to happen, or I didn't think it was going to happen. But I'd love to see him come back and get a finish. It was awesome. We predicted it pretty smoothly, and we took a W on this fight, and I'm hyped that my boy Bryce Mitchell come back and got a finish win. So yeah, we took a W on that one. All right, now this fight right here is creating a storm in the MMA world. We predicted Ciryl Gane to win, or I did. I'm saying we as like a channel, but I predicted him to win last video, and I thought it would be a pretty comfortable win. Now, a lot of people think that Alexander Volkov got robbed of this fight. And don't get me wrong, whenever they first said Ciryl Gane, I was kind of like, oof, dang, they did just roll Volkov. Me and my buddy actually like a dollar bet going on it. It was just kind of a joke, but I was even like, dude, keep your dollar. That's kind of fucked, I was just, because it really did seem like a robbery. But now that I'm really thinking about it, Ciryl Gane really had a lot of takedowns, and the only thing at the very end that Volkov did actively wise in the fight was just basically be on top of him. And I know MMA rules that counts as control time and you're winning the fight, but at the same time, I mean, he didn't do really nothing towards the end there. They both rocked each other in the fight. They both landed good shots. I don't know. It was very close. And towards the end, I really thought they was going to give it to Volkov, but at the same time, I was like, it could go either way. But Ciryl Gane did win, so we got the W on the prediction. But I don't know. Maybe they should give it to Volkov. But at the same time, I'm not mad for Gane winning. But I'll take that, especially since we took a W on the prediction. So yeah, we'll go to the next one. All right, now this fight was pretty fun in my eyes. I thought it would be like the fight of the night, but to me it ended up not being. It ended up being the Pantoja fight, which we'll get into next. But this fight was interesting. I mean, we seen Shavkat land some big shots on Gary, and then Gary come out and have some phenomenal wrestling and takedown defense that I've personally never seen from him before. But Shavkat ended up winning it by decision and gave Gary his first loss on his record, and now Shavkat's 19-0, and this was his first fight we've ever seen Shavkat go past like the third round. He got tested and drug into championship rounds, and he did very well. Gary got him really close sometimes with submission. I think it was a rear naked choke, maybe a guillotine once or twice. I can't remember, but it was a fun fight, and Shavkat come out victorious, pretty clear, I would say. It wasn't one of those, you could have gave to Gary. I think it was pretty clear that Shavkat won. And it was a test for sure. And I'm really curious to see how Shavkat is going to do against Belal, because Gary, and he has improved drastically, and his wrestling was pretty top notch, if you ask me. I mean, Shavkat couldn't do nothing with him on the ground, really. And he ended up kind of bullying Shavkat on the ground for sure. But I think if Shavkat's really having trouble with Ian Gary's wrestling, he's going to have a world of trouble with Belal's wrestling, because I don't know if y'all know, but I'm a huge Leon Edwards fan. And after watching what Belal did to Leon, I know Leon's not necessarily as well-rounded on the ground, maybe a Shavkat, but Belal just showed incredible wrestling. And I know it's boring for a lot of people to watch, but at the same time, it's impressive, and you got to give props where props is due. And I just think maybe Shavkat may have a little bit of trouble with Belal, but once they fight, I probably should be going for Shavkat. But all in all, we took a W on this pick because we predicted Shavkat to win. I thought he was going to get it done by early submission, but I also just did predict him to win in general, so it is a W for the prediction. And for the final fight of the night, it was Alexandre Pantoja and Kai Asakura, sorry. And Pantoja ended up coming out and submitting him pretty easily, I would say. I think submitted him unconscious, and it was impressive. Kai started the fight out with a brutal lead flying knee. I mean, that shit was crazy. I thought he had hurt Pantoja really bad there. And then Pantoja turned it right back around and rocked him on the feet. And it was just crazy all the way up until the finish. And Pantoja never fails to surprise me. I've never been a huge Pantoja fan, but he made a fan to me last night when it was crazy. He improves after every single fight. And he come out and he looked really good last night and secured the third title defense on his belt. And now that after seeing last night, I really don't think nobody's taking a belt from him. Now, on Kai Asakura's part, though, I do believe that he could still stay around in the top 5 and maybe come back and get a rematch eventually, because, as we all know, the flyweights don't really have a whole lot of contenders. It's Brandon Moreno, Royval, Kai Car France, actually. Sorry, I did forget about Kai France. He's probably going to get the next chance at the belt. But I don't know. I mean, besides them and then now Kyle Asakura, I think Kai's going to stay around for a while. And he probably will beat a few people like Brandon Royval. He don't really just have crazy wrestling. And he'll try to strike with Asakura. I don't know how well that's going to go for Royval, to be honest. But and Tatsuro Tara, too. He's still around. He's good. But really, though, I just don't think nobody is going to take it from Pantoja for a little while. And it was impressive last night. And but yeah, I was impressed with Pantoja for sure. Anyway, we took the L on that. I don't know. I thought Pantoja would probably take it, but at the same time, I just wanted to take the gamble and the new up-and-coming fighter that's getting a title shot on his debut. You know what I mean? But we did lose that last night, and I picked Kai Asakura to win, and he did not. So we took an L on that. But anyway, so let's see how we did. I predicted Kennedy to get a first-round knockout, and he did. And then I predicted Chase Hooper to get the submission, and he did. And then we lost 2 back-to-back. I lost the prediction on Cody Durden. He got his ass whooped, and then I said that Chris Weidman would win, and he got finished. But then we turned back around and got the Brian Battle one where he beat Randy Brown. So then we turned around and then lost the pick on Aljamain, where he lost to Evlov. And then we turned around and got another correct pick with the Vincent Luque submission. And then we predicted the Dominic Reyes finish correctly. And then we predicted the Russ Mitchell win correctly. And then we predicted the Cyril Gahn win correctly, kinda. Yeah, I think I would say pretty correct. And then we also predicted the Shavkat win correctly, but then we turned around and lost it on Asakura. So all in all, we went for 8 for 12. We got 8 correct predictions, and then we missed 4. Which, honestly, if you ask me, was pretty good, especially considering I went for the dumb pick of Kai Asakura on the last one. I kind of took a gamble. But, you know, it's said and done, so there's no changing it. But we went 8 for 12. That's pretty well. Honestly, out of 12 fights, I predicted 8 of them. A few of them pretty correct. I mean, like, on the head. But, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you want to see more. Just let me know. Comment down below what you would want to see next, and maybe some different ones. I can play some games if y'all would want to see that. Just anything that, y'all would want to see, just let me know, and I'll see you on the next one.